This episode is brought to you by Roni Rent, your go-to source for premium event rentals, and Real Home Lending LLC, NMLS number 2049205, your trusted partner for all your mortgage needs.
Welcome back to another episode of Fearless Empowered Women. I'm Veronica Oladeji.
And I'm Eunice Ladipo. We're so excited to bring you today's conversation, especially as we tie into the upcoming Health Day celebration.
That's right. Today we're talking about sustainable entrepreneurship, how women entrepreneurs are leading the charge in balancing business growth with environmental responsibility.
If you're a business owner looking for ways to be more eco-conscious while staying profitable, this episode is for you.
Yeah, would love to hear from you. Share your thoughts and sustainability efforts on social media using Fearless Empowered Women and Sustainable Business. Now, what is sustainability and all that jazz, right? Sustainability isn't just a trend, it's a necessity, I tell you. More than ever, consumers care about how business impacts the environment. A recent study actually found that 78% of consumers are more likely to buy from brands that are environmentally friendly.
Exactly. And this shift is pushing businesses to rethink their practices from reducing waste to sourcing sustainable material. I have a niece who does cookies, and she always gets raw ingredients from local farmers that are conscious of using sustainable material for their production. Companies that prioritize this planet are seeing long-term benefits, both financially and ethically.
Okay, no, that's great. There's really something powerful about women stepping into leadership roles in sustainability. Women are often the decision makers in the household, and this extends into businesses. Studies show that companies with female leadership tend to prioritize corporate social responsibility, including environmental impact. I got to be honest with you. Back in the UK, I used to be a lot more environmentally conscious, and I'm trying my best to kind of get back into it because it is a priority.
That's important. That's an important point, Veronica. The decisions we make in our businesses today and our daily lives directly affect the future of our planet and us and our children and our generations to come. But there is also a business case to be made here. Companies that integrate sustainability often see cost savings. Yeah, because strong customer loyalty, people that are health conscious, like such companies, are more loyal and even attract investors who value environmental responsibilities.
So let's highlight some incredible women who are redefining sustainability in business.
The first we have Lauren Singer, founder of Package Free Shop. She built a business around reducing plastic waste and making sustainability accessible to everyone.
Okay, all right. The second person I would probably say is Jessica Alba, the actress Jessica Alba, whose company is Honest Company. She focuses on eco-friendly and non-toxic products for the family, and it's pretty good.
Another inspiring woman is Elaine Fisher, a fashion industry leader in sustainability. She's built a brand around ethical sourcing, fair wages, and commitment to circular fashion, where clothing is designed to be reused and recycled.
Okay. Another person that it comes to mind, and we can't forget this lady, is Whitney Balk. She is one of those independent writers for New York Times. She's been instrumental in bringing sustainable conversations to the forefront of fashion and business media, which we all know I love talking about. Her work has influenced many business owners to rethink their supply chain and how business run.
Amazing. Um, I also would like to throw in my young niece, Carmen Ladipo. She's the owner of Carmen Cookies.
Nice.
She's very conscious about, how our business is contributing to her sustainability. She's very thoughtful around getting raw materials and the things that she uses for cookies. And so I'm throwing her name there. I'm very, very proud of her.
I love that.
This
Can she make us some cookies and bring it to
she
the show?
you can order her cookies from New York. She ships everywhere.
Oh, love it. Love it. Yes.
These women prove that sustainability and business success can go hand in hand. And let's not forget that everyday entrepreneur, local business owners, farmers, and artisans who are quietly making difference in their community. We've mentioned all these important people, but there are, like my niece that I mentioned, there are people that are doing this in our everyday. If we consciously seek or buy our things from people like that, it will encourage other people to embrace this as well.
Okay. So let's look at practical steps then, practical steps for entrepreneurs. So, how can you, as a business owner, incorporate sustainability into your operations? Let's break it down. Eco friendly packaging, swap plastic for biodegradable or recyclable materials. Companies like Lush, Google them, Lush and Patagonia have led the way here, and it's more accessible than ever, right? Energy efficiency. Switch off those lights when you're not using it. Switch them off. Use energy saving lighting. Use the simple energy saving lighting appliances and even consider solar energy. Some businesses get tax incentives for making this switch. Sustainable sourcing. Partner with vendors who prioritize their ethical and sustainable materials. Think about where your raw materials come from and whether they're ethically produced or not, right? Waste reduction. Minimize the waste in production and encourage recycling. So it's as simple as even taking it to your home, what you do in the house. Boxes, if they have the recycle logo on them, put them in a recycle can and help save the planet. If you run a restaurant or retail business, consider composting and reducing single use plastics. Community impact. Community impact. Support local sustainability initiatives, right? It's as simple as that. Donate to environmental causes. Even create a take back program for used products. Simple things like that.
That's very true. I like that. And I like that one of my sons is in the room with us now. Heard the part where you said, turn on the lights when you're not using them. I hope that's gonna be a big takeaway for him. And also the rekindle is where I get my diffusers for the house. If you take the bottles back to them, they will give you a discount on your next purchase. Something like that is, encouraging people to embrace reusing, recycling, keeping the health sustainable for us. And don't feel like you have to overhaul your entire business overnight. You don't have to make this like just shut down the way you currently produce. More changes add up.
They
Maybe
do.
start with just digital receipts instead of paper, or switch to eco-friendly cleaning supplies in your office, and shop from for your raw materials or things that you use from companies that are consciously trying to sustain our home here. We have, and every step counts. Everything you
Yeah.
do counts.
Yeah, they do. They do. Now, let's be real. Okay. Transitioning to sustainable business practices isn't always easy. Some of the biggest challenges entrepreneurs face include higher upfront costs. It's going to cost more for eco-friendly materials. Difficulty finding sustainable suppliers. It's a task. Okay. Convincing customers to embrace the change. When you're used to doing something one way, it can be a little challenging to persuade people to embrace the new change.
That's true. A good way to do that is to give them discounts. Sometimes just $1 back is enough to actually encourage people to to embrace this. Like for me, I don't throw away those bottles. I always keep them and take them when I go back. I mean, dollar here and there, keeps me conscious of keeping those bottles so I can take them away, which is also so. These are the things that we can do. The key is to start small. You know, educate your audience, your customers. Customers are more willing to support these sustainable businesses if they understand the why. You know, behind your choices. Why are you doing businesses, or why are you conducting your business this way? Transparency is key. Share your journey, the progress you're making, and the setback you encounter so they can support your aspiration in this regard.
Yeah, there's so many businesses, like you said, incentives are a good way to get started and to help your customers or partners participate. I'm just thinking of so many businesses that do that right now. They reduce packaging or reduce trips for delivery to our homes from different package delivery companies. And when I finish with my makeup, I return it to the store to get a brand new makeup. That's from like, I won't name names right now. But so many businesses are doing that now because they do see the benefit of offering those incentives to customers. Because when you come back to the store as well, you're buying more, right? So um, there are resources available, right? Organizations like the Sustainable Business Network and Green Business Certification Inc. can help guide you in making these transitions. So let's look at actionable takeaways and give you some challenges. Let's challenge our listeners. This Earth Day, what's one challenge or one change that you can make in your business, to be more sustainable?
I like that. I mean, whether it's switching to digital receipt, like we mentioned before, using recyclable materials, or even educating your customers on eco-friendly choices. Every step counts. Everything we do counts. I mean, like, educating them also can help them to make some changes in their personal lives.
Absolutely. And as always, we would love to hear from you. Share your sustainability efforts on social media and tag us, Fearless Empowered Women and Sustainable Business.
Well, that wraps up today's episode on sustainable entrepreneurship. We hope this conversation inspires you to grow your business while caring for our planet.
Yes, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with fellow fearless women in business and help the planet.
And until next time, stay fearless and stay empowered. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for tuning in to the Fearless Empowered Women podcast. We hope you found it insightful in your growth and empowerment journey. Connect with us on Instagram at Fearless Women Pod, or send us an email to podcastview@gmail.com to share your views. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We look forward to connecting with you soon.